In intrapersonal comparisons, individuals compare themselves to themselves. They can do this in 3 different ways. Firstly, they can compare what they get in the negotiation with what they got in the past in similar negotiations, or with what they think they might get in future negotiations. These are called time comparisons. When you are negotiating a salary, for example, you certainly tend to compare the salary the new employer is offering you with the salary of the previous job. The second form of comparisons that individuals can make is with the expectations they had at the beginning of the negotiation. The more the results obtained exceeds their expectations, the more satisfied the negotiators are. As we mentioned when we were discussing framing effects, several points can be used as reference points in negotiation. The 2 points most frequently used by negotiators to estimate their satisfaction are the reservation point and the aspiration point. The comparison with the reservation point is generally more beneficial to negotiators' satisfaction than the comparison with the aspiration point. This is because the reservation point is much lower than the aspiration point, so the difference between the reservation point and the outcome will be higher, which equates to higher satisfaction. What is paradoxical is that while satisfaction is greater when we focus our attention on the reservation point than on the aspiration point, the objective result that we obtain when we focus our attention on the reservation point are generally less good. Again, this confirms that objective results do not necessarily coincide with a high degree of satisfaction. Finally, the third intrapersonal comparison that negotiators can make concerns comparison between the outcome achieved and other possible worlds. By other possible worlds, we mean what negotiators believe could have happened in negotiation but did not happen. This is known in scientific jargon as counterfactual thinking. The activation of counterfactual thoughts in people's head occur especially when they face unexpected events. For example, imagine you are looking in the window of a second-hand shop and your attention is drawn to a beautiful painting. As a good negotiator, you prepare yourself as well as possible before entering the shop, and you make an initial offer to the dealer that is certainly exaggerated low, but that will give you room to negotiate. You are therefore prepared to pay much more than your first offer to obtain the desired object. Now imagine that the dealer, rather than negotiating, immediately accepts your first offer. How satisfied will you be at the end of the deal? Objectively speaking, you should be very satisfied. You have acquired the painting of your dreams at a much lower price than the amount you were prepared to spend. But in reality, chances are high that your level of satisfaction will be surprisingly low. The little satisfaction you will feel will come from the fact that, faced with the unexpected reaction of the dealer, you will start to consider other possible worlds, and in particular, a world where you would have paid a much lower price than the one you finally got. And I haven't even mentioned the fact that you will start to wonder about the real market value of this painting.